Du lyssnar på Det Inre Rummet med mig, Aisha Gulaxoy, socionom, familjeterapeut och diplomerad sexualupplysare samt grundare av Mindful Homes. En podd om relationer, sex, hälsa, livet och allt däremellan. Välkommen in i Det Inre Rummet.
Women's rights matter in every country, and they are still an important issue today. Sweden is often seen as one of the most gender-equal countries in the world. But even here, there are still problems. For example, differences in pay between women and men, the fact that women are more often affected by violence in close relationships, and that women take a larger share of paid parental leave days. So what does this look like in other countries, like Turkey? And what cultural differences can we see? In today's episode, I am welcoming Sinem, a 25-year-old woman living in Turkey and working as a lawyer. Right now, she is also doing her master's degree in civil law. Welcome, Sinem.
Hello.
I'm really happy to have you here, and the topic that we're going to talk about today is women's rights, like in Sweden, in Turkey, and the differences that we can see also in culture. And it's so exciting to have you here today to be able to talk about this.
I'm really happy being here too, and I really love this topic for talking, discussing, and it's very important for in all world, I think, being a woman. It's very important.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about like why is this topic so important to you?
I think, how can I say, being a woman for me in Turkey is actually a topic I really enjoy talking about because I don't think it can be explained from just one angle, just one perspective. There are good things, there are bad things about this topic in all world, and of course, there are challenges related to being a woman, just like in every country. But there are areas where women's rights still need improvement, and we will still fight for this and study for this. It's more important because this topic is very important for developing, for more rights, more equality. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you say it like that, I think it's so universal.
Yeah.
Because it's important all the time, everywhere, and like in Sweden, a topic that is often discussed is this is often on the table, and like I said in the beginning, like Sweden is often seen as one of the most gender equal countries in the world, but we still have some issues, some problems. And
yes, also like every country, we have some problems. We have some topics which needs developments, which need continue better. But I think it's same issues. We all women have same issues in the world because safety, good relationship, equality for salary, for lifestyle, for not judging.
yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Good relationships, equality. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
For example, for equality, uh, for Turkey, for example, when I look at the progress from the past to today, to be honest, I see a really successful picture from the past to nowadays. Because in nowadays, women more in the work areas, equal rights for fighting equal rights. equal responsibility in family role, gender role, as you said. It's these topics we have always for fighting for equality, to be honest. More equality, more justice, and not to look, you do this false because you're a woman. No, we are human, and men can men can do false, wrong things, and women do wrong things, but not is just we focused. You are a woman, so you can't do this. No, we are all human, and we have equality. We can do same wrongs. And I want to say some rights in Turkey to past and today. Turkish women actually gained the right to vote earlier than in many European countries when I look at the pictures. And on December 5th, 1934, a woman got the right to vote and to be elected in Turkey member of parliament. And it's very important for women in Turkey. I think it's because we can choose which we want. It's very important. And of course, this is a very important, and we owe a lot of this to Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of modern Turkey, and who showed a strong commitment to women's rights, and he supported women's education and their active role in society, more activity. He ensured equal education for girls and boys and encouraged women to participate in public life, social life. His vision laid the foundation for women's rights and education in Turkey. And when I look nowadays, I'm really happy to see more lawyer in my gender, more women in work. As a lawyer, I like seeing many women in the field of law, and I think it's very important because seeing women in areas that work for justice and women's rights makes me feel safer and better. I feel safe when I see a woman for work for women.
Yeah. So, like, what you're talking about is how Turkey's political structure has developed from Atatürk to today,
Yes. Yes.
and that he was the one who made it possible to have more equality in
Yes,
Turkey.
women's education, women's rights, and women can say, no, I don't do this, and I do the another way. Yeah, we can choose, women can choose what they want for job, for family role, for what they want to do in society, so public areas, more equality. Just not look, we don't look just, we want to see men, no, we want to see women. If we are talking about women's rights, women should have a seat at the table.
Yeah, and I really like that because, like you say, if we talk about women and their rights, of course, women should have a say in that. They should have an opinion, and our opinions should matter
Yes.
because we have a voice, and we need to use it. We need to speak up. We need to talk about things that are problematic.
Yeah, of course, and we are the best know our problems or issues. So women can understand the other woman more than men because we have the same issues, same problems, same ideas, similar problems. Yeah, we are a common issue, so we can talk about with women for
Yeah,
solving.
and yeah, exactly. Because, like, for example, if we talk about abortion, like
Yeah.
in Sweden, it was first in 1975 that we got the free abortion law here. And of course, it is a matter of a question for a woman to decide if they want to end a pregnancy or not. I really think that. And in some countries, we can see that that the right is taken from women to be able to get an abortion. But they will still have an abortion, but it will just not be safe because they will get hurt or maybe die in the process.
If we don't give her rights for abortion, you say they choose wrong ways and unhealthy ways. And this is a very big problem. It should be her body and her decision. Because pregnancy is about her woman's body, and they should be her decisions, their decisions. We can't say you can't do this or you do this. It's their body, and we can say nothing. And in Turkey, we have the abortion rights. Yes,
exactly. And you, you are working as a lawyer, and right now you're doing your master's degree. But when you like in your field, what kind of problems have you seen, worked with?
I sometimes see this in divorce cases, and in the divorce cases, there are situations of violence against women. Of course, do you know family role, and a lot of times husbands do this, and sometimes the other member, family member, do this. Husband's father, husband's mother, woman against woman relationship. Yeah, but in a lot of times, I can say about divorces cases, women have a problem with her husband's violence. Husband's violence.
Mm.
It can be some basic things, you know. You can't, you don't cook, and so violence. You don't cook. You don't do this. You wear this.
Yeah, so what what you have seen is that the divorces often is about men hurting their partners, and it can be about like small things.
Yes.
The woman didn't cook her food, or she didn't clean, or like she didn't do what was expected of her.
Yes, if they want to a woman who cooks, they choose another woman and they need to divorce, not violence.
Exactly. If they're not happy with the partner they have, they should just get a divorce, not
Yes, you
use
choose the
violence.
legal ways. You should do it legal ways, not violence. But it's easier way for many times.
Yeah, because if we talk about violence against women, like that is something that has always occurred and always been a topic wherever at the world you look at. And like in Sweden, uh, we have worked very much with this question, but it is still something that happens, and it happens in close relationships. And it is hard um, to to solve the problem because there are so many layers in
Yeah.
this. Because there can be psychological abuse, there can be physical abuse, sexual abuse, and it's often behind closed doors, and it's often tied to some sort of wanting power over
Yeah.
someone else. It's about controlling.
Yeah, actually, as you said, you should feel safe with your partner, close relationship, but the one of your fear the most can end up being them. It's very big problem. You need to trust your partner and your close friendship, close relationship, but you can fear sometimes them. It's very sad and big issues. And we always feel safe anytime. Like we need to go, when we go to the outside late times for night, for example, we need to save, more safe, and uh, whatever feeling safe when going out at night is important, regardless of what you wear, how you look, it doesn't matter. We need to feel safe when we go to outside. But some people, I think, in the world thinks, oh, you wear short skirt and oh, it must not. No, it doesn't look good. So, but it doesn't matter what we wear and how we look. We just need to feel safe.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because that is something that many women here in Sweden is thinking about. I think I can vouch for them when I say this, that often we have our keys in our hands when we go home. We are told not to wear headphones outside in the dark. We pick up our phone and pretend to talk to someone or call someone just to make ourselves feel safe when we are alone. And if we see a man behind us, like it feels unsafe because we don't know if he will do something, if he's just a
Yeah.
normal guy walking or if he's going to attack us. That is
Yes, we
something
don't
many of
have
us
to.
fear.
If you don't have to acting like, okay, Papa, I'm coming here and talking to with someone. No, we don't have to do that. And we
Mm.
can't listen to music or headphones because sometimes someone can come or behind. It feel unsafety. And as for me, I can't listen music. I can't listen because I feel safe, unsafety when I go late night times, and it's very big problem. I want to feel safe, and I want to I can listen my music for late times when I got
Yeah.
lonely outside.
Because this is about being free. It's about feeling safe and being yourself and feeling free to be able to wear whatever you want. You can go in a short dress, a short skirt, and being like safe that this is your body and no one will take advantage of that. No one will take their freedom, like their right over your body, because no one else has a right over your body except you. You have the right to be able to dress however you like. You have the right to listen to music and be in your own world walking home, but you don't feel safe enough to be able to do that because you need to have a consequence thinking when you go out, and this is a huge problem. It's
Yes,
like
I
we
think
as women need to like we need to protect ourselves from getting hurt.
there are something in home, not just outside. When we are alone in home and we just want to order a pizza or food, and the or order when our orders came, and we are just like, honey, just a second, I am taking the order. Like we are acting like somewhere in our home, but we are alone
Yeah,
because
yeah.
some unsafety. We
Mm.
feel unsafety if we are alone home and the time is late. It's a huge problem too.
This is like often we women talk about this like these issues, and I'm really curious about what the men think of this. Like if they would hear us talking about this, what would they say? What would they think? What solutions would they come up with? Because they also need to be in the conversation when we talk about this, because oftentimes it is the men who does the violence. Not all the time, and not all men, but oftentimes it is men. So
Yes.
they are a part of the problem, and they should also be a part of the solution.
Yes, they have to part of a solution because the main problem is sometimes they them, and not all time, as you said, of course, not all time, but the big issues about you we know always is statistics says men, and we always say people I don't agree, protect your daughter, protect no, educate your son. Let's talk about this. Educate your son, not always girl, daughter. No, no. You have, if you, but this is not the only mother's problems, also father's problems, not only mother problem. I don't accept this. I don't agree with this issue. Mother is not a good education perspective. No, father have to take responsible about educate children, education of children.
Yeah. And what do you think that a father can do?
They can share time with their children, and they teach. If one people don't talk about something, if one people don't want to do something, no is no. First thing I
Mm,
think for woman is it's
mm,
same thing for woman, but can share some responsibilities like um, father educate their children, father may cook with their children, some family responsibilities they can, and because I think children many times watch their parents, and if a father doesn't help their wife in the future, the children won't have their partner. Children will see his partner as a mother.
yeah.
Always,
Mm,
always do think, always cook for us, for me, always wash my clothes, always, 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 like not a partner, not like mother. And this is not a partnership.
mm, yeah. And like what you're talking about is like men being role models, showing their children in like modeling a good behavior, like a behavior that they can look up to so that they can learn how to treat their partners in the future. Because
Yes,
as you said, children, they learn from what they see and what their parents do.
yes,
So
exactly.
if their fathers spend time with them and educate them and teach them important lessons during their childhood and take accountability, responsibility at the home and
Yes,
and are more equal to their partners, then they will teach their children just that,
yes,
and hopefully they will raise a generation of young boys uh,
yes,
and girls that expect that, because I think it's also like um, having a father as a girl that uh, to see that, okay, my dad, he helps with this, he's kind, he he's respectful and so on. And then as a child, and when I grow up to being a woman, I will also look for those qualities in a man
of
or in a
course.
partner.
Yes, what we learn,
Yeah.
we choose the our partner. As you said, kind, helping, like this. We choose this type man because we know what we want. It's very important. If we learn this wrong in our childhood, we choose the wrong partners, and this is harmful for us. We always heartbreaking because we need to teach something new for the man. Let's cook, let's do this, let's share my responsibilities. And it's very tiring, I think. But if we choose the real partnership, if we have in a real partnership, we can share the responsibilities and we have a really good relationship. And if we have one day we have kids, we can educate them very good ways, with equal, with respectful, with we can educate a person who knows how to treat women and people, animal. It's very important. Family is
Yeah.
important.
So in Sweden, we have a consent legislation, and it's about sexual violence.
Oh,
This law came 2018, and it says that sex or sexual intercourse should be voluntary. And if it's not voluntary, it is not sex. So what
yes.
this practically means is that um, the focus is not on saying, no, I don't want to have sex. The focus is on saying and checking that the person, in fact, does want to have sex. Like
Yes.
you look for the yes, you look for the consent rather than looking for someone that says no or like uh, makes a resistance. It's more about focusing on checking that the other person that you want to have sex with also wants to have it with you.
Also, if you insist your partner, it is also wrong. No is clear, no. But if you insist, it's not turned okay. No, it's not. It's also violence. This is not
Yeah.
okay. And some people think if we are married and you have to do this. No, if we are married, we can do this with, as you said, voluntary. Yes, and you should fund and I should fund, so we can have this. The other way, it's called violence.
Yeah, there are also some ideas about, like you said, like if we are married, then you should say yes, or like we're in a relationship, or
Yeah,
you lay naked to me next in bed, so I expect like something to happen between us. Like these are ideas that
yes,
one can have, but it doesn't make them true because, of course, as you say, this is something that needs to be voluntary, and you always need to check for consent. You always need to make sure that you can't force yourself on someone. You can't um, like nag and insist on something because that's also violence, of
yes.
course.
And we don't necessarily have to say no. We can say no with our actions too. No, it's just not we have to say no. We can act, no, I don't want, with our behaviors.
Exactly, because we communicate with our body, we
Yeah,
communicate with our eyes. Like if we want to have sex, we will show it. If we don't want to have sex, we will also show it. Like it is pretty clear to understand when someone is interested or not. You need to look out for the signs, and you need to ask if you are not sure and not
yeah,
make assumptions because assumptions can hurt someone if they are wrong.
yeah.
So we have talked about women's rights. We're coming to like the end of the episode, but if you would like say some last words or something that you think is important, what would that be?
A nice sentence uh, we use in Turkey, a Turkish sentence. It's for supporting women. And in Turkish, firstly, I want to say Turkish and then English. Kadın, kadının yurdudur. And this means women are each other's home. For supporting women. And I say women are each other's home. It's nice to be talking with this topic and who live in different countries, who has different cultures people, friendship. It's really important. It's very different, but we have some issues. We have common issues, and we need to talk about this. We need to share our problems. We need to support each other. Where we live. Sweden, Turkey, America, it doesn't matter. Woman. The topic is woman, always woman.
I totally agree. And yes, this is how we share and how we learn and how we also see each other's perspectives, and
Yes.
that it's also coming from a common ground that women want to feel safe. They have voices, they need to be heard,
Yes.
and they need to be included in all the
Yes.
conversations regarding women.
Because I want to add something. Even a woman who has independent, they can also have some issues about these topics. And so we always talk about this. We can't stop.